Welcome back to the Death Needs Dialogue Entertainment Network. This is The Depths of Felthan, Episode 18, The Lost Temple of Kel'Dron, Part B. Okay, so, you guys arrive at the manse. There are cleaning staff still in there. They're kind of looking at you, but they don't really ask any questions.
Are you still recording?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought you stopped it. Okay.
So, you guys, get your things?
Change out of this stupid dress.
Okay. So,
yeah, definitely he's getting out of this pomp and kind of frilly looking thing, and he's going back into just his black leathers.
Perfect. Nonny, you have spoken with the cleaning staff previously, as you have completed all of your presents for the group. Yes.
I did.
As you guys go back to your room, what do they find, Nonny?
Onesies.
Hand-knitted onesies. They're all dragon onesies, though.
Excellent.
So they all have tails.
It's funny, you're the only one that can truly fill
Tanith.
it.
Black and silver.
Oh, she's got...
Ooh,
nice.
most
There you go.
Geillis.
In Oro's colors, no less.
Mauve with royal purple, and also a very tiny dragon onesie in mauve, and a very tiny dragon onesie in purple.
Oh my god. Write that down.
Basically named Foxy.
Rabum is white and green. Frank's dead.
Shit, which one would you get him?
Blue with gold.
There you go.
And then Erilon gets rainbows. It's
Rainbows?
the whole full
That's
spectrum.
Oh, that's cool. There you go.
Add
through.
custom item. Oh yeah.
Wow. That's cool. That's
Rainbow.
colorful.
It's interesting.
That's gonna be great in the snow.
You're not blending in anywhere.
The answer, like,
Ever.
where are they? Oh.
Yeah, rainbows.
So
And
that-
they all
oh,
have
shit.
dragon tails. And
You're
hoods
fantastic.
and footies, the whole nine.
Excellent.
That's amazing.
You guys get these, however you feel,
I mean, it might get cold. It might get cold.
And she's been kind of doing it on the sly, nobody really knew.
That's fair. Just knitting random shit all the time.
Rainbow onesie.
All
There you
different
go.
colors.
Pretty much. So while everybody's just kind of packing up their stuff, now that obviously Dell has seen that his target was now he's a little frustrated, but he just heads right up to Dermot's office and he starts poking around.
You go in that office, do you?
Yeah.
Open that door.
38 cliffs of warding with fireball.
3 naked men.
Power word kill trap.
Oh Jesus!
So you open the door? You go in? Door shut.
Door shut. Yeah, I think he's gonna take even given the circumstances, he's gonna be a little on edge, but he's gonna just kind of very gently open the door, like he's slowly kicking it open to see what
Alright,
happens.
Speaking of which, just as a side note, Erilon will be outside because he only has his one pack. He just strapped it across his back. He went outside and just keep an eye out. A perception of 21.
Excellent.
So
You can see while you're out there, side note, a few of the familiar-faced dwarves that work for you, as it's you know the staff, have come back with horror stories, half their family. But they continue on. They do say, though, however, do you remember the guy's name? I can't remember his name either.
Burnley.
Thordrin or something?
Burnley.
I think it was Thordrin or something like that. Thordrin comes up, he's got...
Was this your friend that made you eat meat? Okay.
Oh, yeah. He's there, he's holding one child, and that is all. You can see his other arm... Sorry?
Is that half of another?
Half of another. Yeah. I got this part.
With the average 1.5 children.
There you go.
Comes up with one child and just the legs of the other.
He's holding one child. The
put them
child has a
together and
gash
make one of
across
those
the forehead.
man.
He has a heavy wound on his arm. You can see it's almost like cut right down to the bone. As he's walking by, he's kind of got a limp, and there's a few others that seem to trickle in. And he says,
it's a 14 medicine to try and help their wounds.
Yeah, you do some quick bandaging up as they're going, but they're trying. They're telling at the same time as you go to heal them. First off, he says, my daughter first. And he says, he's kind of looking at the ground, shaking his head, he says, the cord is cut off.
The cord is shut.
We can't get through. We tried to get through and it gave out the bridge. She went.
Fell?
He nods wordlessly.
I'm sorry. The cycle will be upheld. These aberrations of nature will not take us. Brynhilda, see to that.
You can see loss in his eyes. Your words are there, but they don't seem to strike home. But he does say, we cleared out the third cavern. There's a whole nether mine back there, but it was closed for a reason. I think that same creature you fought the other way was making its home there. But there's a good chance there's a way out. We're going there now. We're going to collect what supplies we have and we're going to go. There's a band of us, and I'm sure there's some there still. We're going to make it together. You're welcome to come.
He nods. I'll relay that information to our comrades, but it would be best for your own safety, your daughters, sons. Is it a son there?
Daughter.
Daughter? Okay.
Just one.
And half a son.
Yeah, that's right. Half the son.
Be better for your child's safety to stay here for the time being until we gather all our stuff and come with you to escort you, because one loss is heavy enough a toll to pay. We needn't anymore.
He nods. And he kind of sits down.
He'll set him down beside him on the step of the manse and just tend to his wounds for the time being. It's a 11 medicine to make sure.
Easy enough. Now he's just kind of sitting there. You patch him up as best you can, and the little girl begins to cry with soft, squealing murmurs of the mother's name and things of that nature. You guys inside the house with your beautiful onesies dancing around in your bedrooms. No.
Oh, mine's full
You
up.
guys.
Believe it or not, Tanith is actually taking his with him and he's putting it in his backpack.
Oh, nice.
Because that's extra clothes.
Yep.
And that's going to be warm.
Utilitarian Tanith. All right.
Practical.
Also, it's cute as fuck.
Very nice.
It's going to be under the armor, but
It's
still.
cute as fuck.
Do you guys
It
tell
has
the staff?
that little hood.
Actually, they come up to you, Delkek, if nobody... Oh, that's right, you're going upstairs. Just wait for that for a second.
Yep.
Do you guys tell the
Do
staff?
we witness
Everybody kind of
situation?
went their separate ways.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are kind of in a rush. You know that something's coming, so you guys are kind of hitting your rooms. Get what you need fast, what you can grab, and getting out.
So then I'll stop someone. Nonny's got to get supplies and food, obviously, is the
Thank
thing
you.
that she
Excellent.
does.
Excellent.
So she goes to the kitchen to start getting her things, and there's a woman in there, and she's doing dishes or whatever, and she says, you need to run. You need to gather everyone and go.
Why? What's this? Oh, we heard a rumble, but...
Ants.
Ants?
Ants.
She kind of laughs it off. Not me.
No,
She
big-
keeps doing what she's doing.
Big ants.
The
Oh, yes, fair. Nonny's a fucking nut bar. She's just like, okay, Nonny, come with that.
everybody who's in the manse would hear the door open and Erilon's voice would call out, "The Cord's bridge has fallen, crumbled, and it's possible that the third mine shaft might have a way out."
Nonny, you can see the girl.
Nonny looks back at her.
Out.
Looks back at her and goes, ants.
You hear from upstairs, "Fuck!"
She rolls an insight. She drops the dish. Dish shatters on the ground, and she just
Takes off.
runs out of the house.
No, take these other people with you!
You do see that there's other waitstaff. They seem to be. You can see visages of fright and fear on their face, and a few of them do leave. But I mean, a few of them just don't know what to do. They just are what they are. They just kind of sit there and begin to cry.
Jeez.
You can see, if anybody's in the main living room, you can see Erilon just stifle a sniffle and wipe his right eye for a moment before turning back and shutting the door and tending to the girl's wounds.
Okay. So what he's going to do is, before he even opens that door, because he's even on the adrenaline, he's still kind of like, if I'm going after this guy, there's going to be problems.
Okay.
So what he's going to do, one of his abilities, he's got the eye for detail.
Yeah.
So that'll let me look for any sort of like hidden objects or traps or anything like that before I open that door.
Roll it.
And add bonus, anything a 7 or lower is treated as an 8. Oh, there we go. 19, baby. A 19 on the die, and that would be a perception check, so that's a 21.
Let's go. 21?
21.
21. Okay. So, as you look at the door, it doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it. It doesn't seem to be anything from the outside.
It's a 22, by the way. Perception. Yours is a +3.
Oh,
You got a
right,
19.
22. Sorry. I wrongly calculated.
You turn the handle, you open the door just a crack, and you can feel as the hinges on this door are so smooth. So smooth. You can just feel it go so smooth, and then there's just some sort of drag on the door as you're pushing it. Then you stop. You look up, and you can just barely see a small hand crossbow sitting above the top left-hand part of the
Glad
door.
I checked that door.
And then it goes off. No.
Yeah.
You can see it.
Yeah. So, where I can see it, can I see the wire?
Oh, that's a natural 20. You can.
It's traveling.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. I was gonna say,
Bless
would
you, George. What
the
would we do without you?
yeah that's
Go crazy.
Already there.
I would say probably then that what I would do is with the kind of ever so carefully with my dagger, I would fall over to where that wire is and very gently just snip it.
Roll thieves' tools for me. Use if you have sleight of
Yep.
hand as a thing.
I do have sleight of hand.
It's going to be probably that same score because it's with
Sleight of
dex
hand?
and
Okay.
your proficiency.
Okay. That's an 18 on the die, and I have expertise with my thieves' tools. So that's going to be a
Sleight of hand.
Yeah, so that'd be dex, so that's +3, and then that's doubled, so 7, so yeah, 25.
Very good. Very good. You reach up. You catch the little piece of twine. You jerk the blade, and it snaps off and releases.
I thought I meant the blade snapped, and I was like, damn.
That's a really tough piece of twine!
What can you say to that twine?
Yeah, right?
Bring that with you. We need more of that.
Right? So now that crossbolt is disarmed, and I have no worries about getting another hole in me. He'll push the rest of the door open, and
As you push the door open, the door swings open wide. You can see, sitting, or leaning up to the butt of this 4-post bed, Dermot.
son of a bitch.
He's got his hands crossed about his chest, and he says, not in the normal tongue for this area. He speaks plainly and calmly, and he says, "Well, you handled that well."
You certainly know how to fake a death. Very convincing. How did you pull that one off?
Something you can learn. What are you doing in here?
Well, that's for me to know, sir.
He walks right up to you, and in a flash, his rapier is in his hand and pushed up against your neck. And he says, "You're not going to learn anything talking to me like that."
That almost sounds like what Bravum said.
Only Nonny gets stuck to him like that.
When he gets to talk to him like that, yep. Oh, jeez.
He withdraws his blade, slides it back in his sheath, and he says, "Who sent you?"
Yeah, he just realizes probably being direct is going to be the easiest way to go about this interaction. He goes,
Someone within the Order's intelligence finds your operation to be of interest.
He does, doesn't he? Very well. Keep your ears open. Tell them what you must. Go behind my back, and I will thrust this blade through your neck. Be aware of that.
Yeah. Dell, as he starts very carefully kind of maneuvering around, still maintaining eye contact. He just, as he slips into the shadows and he's kind of slowly starting to disappear a little bit, he just goes,
You may find blades. He goes, where there's one, there's always two.
And then he kind of takes his hand and just kind of rubs it over his face. It's Ravim again. And he says, I hope you can keep a secret.
So Dell kind of starts, he actually just sits down at like a desk where
There is a desk there, yes there is.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
So he sits there and
Oh.
thankfully, obviously I've never been in here, so I don't know. Yeah, he just sits down and he goes,
Just smooth.
and he just kind of smiles a little bit and he says, he goes, well,
Anyone's secrecy can be bought for a price.
So is it Dermot or is it Brabham?
Yes.
You guys
Exactly.
have no idea.
That's exactly
We're not there.
it.
We don't know this.
yeah.
Driver
Did he close the door when he went in?
Actually, while I'm thinking of that,
So what happens? Like Nonny just walks by and is like,
But you hear Dermot
What
immediately
the
change his tone.
yeah.
Or no, that's not Dermot, that's Ravim. I gotta be careful.
Hold on.
I make the mistake enough, so I thought it would be an okay thing. I'd be making the mistake.
Give me actually just one.
Yeah, you guys are having a bit of a conversation up there. A few seconds you guys can spare. Geillis, you go up to your room and you find this onesie. Seems a little bit more around the midsection.
stretchy. I mean, it's stretchy.
God damn it.
A few minutes by yourself.
Higher
What do you
level.
Just sit down and take in that conversation I had with it, whatever she was.
In front of you. Were you gonna say something?
No.
Okay. In
I
front
was,
of
but continue.
No, if you're gonna say
No.
something, okay.
No.
In front of you. You can barely see it. Just this outline. It's not even blue. It's almost invisible. Just you can see a fine line around these shoulders and these arms and this face. You can almost, not even sure who it is. There's just this figure, barely visible, standing in front of you. Full perception with disadvantage.
It's 18.
18.
Yeah.
You can see also the outline of a bow above a shoulder. You can see the outline turn and walk through the door into the hallway.
Guess we're going.
Do you need anything in your room? To gather all your stuff?
Yeah. I probably had a bag of some sort.
Yeah.
Or there would have been one in the closet.
Wouldn't it take much to throw your belongings into the bag? And
I didn't have much.
you didn't have much at all.
No.
Nonny, you were gathering up foodstuffs, wrapping them in paper, stuffing as much as you can in your bags, and you're still in your dress. Do you keep it on?
I kept mine on because I can't get out of it alone.
Oh my god.
That's fair.
Rip and tear.
Okay, so that's
just
still a
hear a
thing
scream,
then.
"Nonny!"
That's still a thing. You guys are still in those. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, she doesn't really have armor.
I don't either.
Yeah, you just
She
have
had a dress. She
you
went from
have
one
your
dress to another
apron.
dress.
Your apron was your armor. I think it was just leather apron, and it was just barbarian hide basically.
Yeah,
And
just-
it was just your apron. That was all.
And the shawls.
And shawls. But I was still wearing those. Wasn't I wearing those at the thing?
Yeah, you were the warm.
You're really warm. She's the only one who was warm.
But now everyone can be warm.
So just as a clarification, is Geillis still pregnant? Like, I forget exactly because she traded the one she knew.
Did she though? We don't know.
Like, just
But
for
nobody else
physical.
heard that conversation.
Nobody else heard
Yeah,
that
yeah.
conversation.
Just for physical
She
appearances.
physically looks pregnant.
She's
Still,
still
okay.
fat. That's what I said.
What?
Yeah.
Fine.
Regardless of what happened, she's got a baby.
Okay, yeah, no, I just needed that clarification.
Above game, she's still pregnant. So you're good.
And looks the perp too.
Does anybody get Frank's things? I don't want to leave that role play off the table. Does anybody gather Frank's personal effects?
I think Geillis might wander in his room.
So maybe you did that beforehand?
Yeah.
Because I know if you've seen that visage, there's not going to be too much stopping you
Yeah.
from chasing that to the ends of the earth.
I feel like Nonny would have gone to get the onesie that she left in his room.
Bingo. Absolutely. So you guys kind of meet yourself at Frank's door.
And
You go
hold
in.
hands. Can we hold hands? Can we go in?
Oh, yeah?
That's funny laugh at how we don't hold hands every 30 seconds. It's gonna be a big
Oh shit, you role playing with me?
I mean, can we hold hands? Yeah, for real.
So you guys walk into Frank's room. You
Can I tell Nonny about what happened at the...
You can tell anybody you want.
Nonny, sit down.
Oh boy.
What was that thing? I can't remember now what she looked like or what it was. The form that
The witch lady?
The witch lady.
Oh, I know her.
So Nonny knows her.
If anybody knows her, it's me.
She's the only one that's ever seen her.
That actually, I
Until now.
tucked her in.
Yeah.
She screamed at me, but I tucked her in.
Right, because she jumped in that black whatever and then just you thought she was dead. No,
Not telling her?
no, she's too
She-
upset about it.
She
But I'm
has
sitting.
something on her lips to say, but it just doesn't get out. And you gather up Frank's onesie. Frank has a bag there with some things in it. He has his hat got all burnt up too. Yep. His hat got all burnt up too. But he's got his personal effects there. You guys don't really have time to go through things, but you gather them and throw them in and leave.
Would I remember what Frank carried for weapons?
He had a long sword.
I was going to
Which
say,
was
why
on
do you
the-
put left Frank's long
Well, it's
sword?
gone now.
Yeah, it's gone now. It is all of his, anything he had in his person. So you guys get his stuff and you guys go to your respective places. You gather the food. You go in
Oh,
and
the
eat.
left one, I didn't see that.
Erilon's outside, Delkek's up there. You guys finish your kind of conversation.
Mhm.
And,
I'm not really paying attention to anybody else. I'm just following that blue form now.
Yep.
We walk past everybody.
Speaking of
Is
outside, is there death coming that he can hear?
we'll get to that.
Impending doom.
Well, nobody spent too much time. If you guys
Yeah, we
had
ran.
discussed that,
Yeah.
the thing that happened in your head,
That would have
Yeah.
been.
but
died.
just under the wire. Nobody did any in-game, like, personal role-playing to
Unnecessary.
cause any bad.
No one's taking a short rest
Yeah,
on this
exactly.
one.
Yeah, that's
That's,
right. If you took that short rest,
Laid down, fell asleep.
wake up with dance.
Yeah, just Wall to kind of maybe put a bow on Delkek's side of it. Just all he's doing is
Sketchy shit.
Yeah, some sketchy ass shit. But yeah, he's just quickly because he knows that shit's about to hit the fan. So he's just quickly rummaging through any
Oh,
drawers
yeah.
and chests and whatever, trying to find anything
In
in
Dermot's
in
room?
Dermot's shit. Yeah, just to see if there's
Is
anything.
Dermot
of
still
interest.
in Dermot's room?
What is it?
No, it's
Raven?
Raven.
Is it Dermot?
No, but that's what's like the
Dermot is dead.
Dermot Ratham.
Yeah, Dermot is dead.
Ratham
Or
is
Ratham
saving
is
his
dead, or
face.
Is he
somebody.
not?
You are the only one that knows. True.
But regardless, you're in the room with the dude. Are you
Yeah,
rummaging
who's not-
through his
who's-
shit?
Yeah,
The dude.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
it's a
he
very
is.
provocative move. It's a very
Oh, yeah.
provocative move.
He's like, what
He's
the
just like,
you
what the fuck?
just squints and then
Yeah, like,
Okay.
That's fair.
you're not really looking at him, but he thinks that's a really good fucking idea. He does that too. He starts spilling things out, taking some random stuff. You can see
Somebody
he's got
thinks
a
it's a great
lot of pockets.
Hmm.
Way more pockets than you.
Oh yeah.
This stuff is just going places. He also has a bag of holding that you can
Of
see.
course.
Built-in bandolier.
Yeah, pretty much. Jeez. So I don't know. What would you want to see if he finds anything interesting in investigation?
You don't really find
Okay.
much. There's
He didn't keep it in his room.
clothes. He has lots of different kinds of clothes. You find an umbrella.
Okay.
Doesn't really have much in the way of things left out. You see that bag of holding that he has.
Mhm.
You're pretty sure if he's got anything special,
It's gonna be in
it's
there.
sitting in there.
Okay.
It's sitting in there. Other than that, you do find there's some nice fancy clothes. That the kind that cost like 10 gold.
Yeah.
Stuff like
That's
that.
not gonna do any shit.
Other than that, not too much. He's got most of his documents all wrapped up by now, and had enough time to put that trap in place if he wasn't able to get out in time.
Yep. Okay.
So then he kind of stands up, and he says, well, we should get going.
He broadly gestures to the door.
After you.
The captain goes last on this ship, friend.
That's if the crew doesn't mutiny. You can go now, or you can walk the flag later, my friend. Your choice.
He nods his head. He looks at you, and make a constitution, make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save. Thankfully, I'm not proficient in those. Damn it.
Intelligence.
Yes, intelligence. That was a 9, I believe. So wisdom saving throw. Yeah, that's going to be a 10.
You can see on this bracelet, he kind of flourishes out this bracelet, and he holds this round, circular object, and he just kind of ting, and this noise rounds in your head, and you find yourself walking towards the door and leaving the room.
Interesting.
And you make it downstairs before you realize you're downstairs.
Well, shit.
You having an out-of-body experience? What just happened?
Well, no, that was like some suggestion or some mind control shit.
Nice.
You're forcing him to, pull out the tricks.
Yeah,
He had the power to mind control all of us all this time and didn't use it? Because I would have been mind controlling the fuck out of all of you.
Oh yeah.
To be fair, I can do that too. So.
Yeah, that's
And
some
you
tricky
don't.
shit.
You
I
guys,
did already. Not you guys. I'm on that stupid hobbit who's probably still behind us.
Oh yeah,
Probably
that's
came with us.
Scream
it's
your
still
neck.
there.
Yeah, it's
The
dry.
halfling's just like, hi, what's going on?
I think I know who I'm gonna make from my backup character now.
That
a little halfling rogue.
There you go.
There you go. That could be fun.
So Geillis has wandered out of the building. Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
now at this
question.
point. Yep.
Sorry. Yeah. Who saw the figures before with me? There was somebody else. You.
Yeah, but we
No,
knew.
I couldn't
and-
see them
and-
when he saw it.
And
But nobody believes
that's so
anything.
cool.
I literally,
Ravum did, but Dermot didn't.
I literally wrote it down.
Yes.
I love how things
So there you go. You now control Reverend.
Yeah, I literally wrote it down. Geillis, got some
Dermot
notes here.
saw it. Ravlin didn't.
And an
No,
addendum.
opposite.
Seeing ghosts? Insane? Like,
About Geillis?
grief?
Yeah, so mainly
That's what he
it's only Erilon now. You know that Ravum seen it. He spoke to you about it. Yeah,
About figures?
You saw them, but I couldn't see them that time.
but he
In
could.
the kitchen, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not even paying attention to these folks anymore. I'm just
Yeah,
following
that's
my
right.
own.
You guys, at the same time kind of get there and kind of shake out of the stupor, and you're like,
That's right.
son of a bitch got tricks.
You're perfectly playing Nonny right now. You're
He
still
just kind of,
confused.
he's just, as he
Like
realizes where he is, he
Alzheimer's
just
and
kind of
dementia.
I really don't
crosses his
understand.
arms a little bit, and he's just like,
At that moment, Geillis
Geillis?
bursts by you,
The
kind of
Geillis.
bumping into your shoulder as she starts walking towards the door.
just kind of, he doesn't say anything. He just kind of looks at her as she's storming past. Doesn't say anything. He just, well, that was obviously a person on a mission.
You're like,
Rude.
So Nonny pokes her head out the kitchen, and it's like,
Yep, you got this big
Okay.
sack over this polka dot
follows.
rag full of
yes, tied on a stick,
Huckleberry.
all around my frying
Yep.
pan.
That's right, that's right.
That's great. I love it.
Yep. Then Tanith comes down.
Tanith was actually in the kitchen as well, getting
Oh,
supplies.
shit, there you go. Okay, so you
Because
are also...
literally he went up, grabbed his glaive, grabbed his crossbow, grabbed his backpack, went straight to the kitchen for rations.
Okay, good. So you also have a big sack that she packed for you on your back of rations, just filled to the brim
My
of
backpack
all the
is
rations
full.
you guys can get in that kitchen. And you guys...
No ingredients, all food.
There you go.
I've got like the dried meats and the cheeses and all that good like travel food.
good stuff.
Walk by Erilon.
Yeah, he's a carnivore now. You gotta be careful.
Then you gotta fight
Yeah.
for it.
You guys all walk outside. Outside now, there's about 10 dwarves of mismatched family members outside. All of them bloody. You see Erilon going around,
Yeah, he would be.
patching everybody up, tearing pieces of his just newly purchased beautiful robes, tearing it up, making bandages.
Sounds about right.
And he would
Got a
also
onesie.
he'd be using that and keeping an ear out as well.
Yeah. And keeping an ear out, bro, since you've been out there and everybody's around you, roll perception with advantage.
I keep thinking it's in the corner, so that's an advantage. 23.
Nice.
22.
Now you're aware of the echoing thumps of the footsteps that are going, and they didn't seem to be getting louder at a certain point, but you can still hear them moving. But they're starting to get louder again, starting to increase as your friends begin to pile out. First is Geillis, as the door opens, and she is... Your perception was huge. She's looking at something. She's following it. Eyes are dead on. She's got tunnel vision.
She, Erilon hears those footsteps in armor coming closer, and he just claps his hands in front of Geillis' face and says, "We don't have any time for anything. We need to go get these people to safety. Put it on the back burner."
Roll persuasion.
I thought he's fine.
Nat 19.
Okay, I say you can roll your insight with advantage against it.
Persuasion
But
is
that's huge.
22 total.
Ooh.
There's 21. What did you get?
22.
With that 22, you can see you get in front of her, and she puts her hand up and tries to push you out of the way and kind of doing it. But she seems to be walking towards the back end of the mine. She seems to be set on something. You can see her vision only splits on you for a second, and you can see the pain in her face. Do you want to hold her back?
Yeah, he'll hold her back, and he'll say, I don't know if you want to oppose athletics or whatever.
Yeah, the persuasion was
I was
kind of fail.
I was 22, she was 21.
Oh, it was a pat. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you did. He does stop you, and you can still momentarily. Yeah, but she's still kind of
don't even
pushing.
pay attention to him. Just
And you can see that, but she seems like she's going towards.
trying
the
to
back
get
of the
away
line.
from you.
And everybody else now piles up. Delkek, Tanith, Nonny. You guys are all out. Some of the cleaning staff is following Nonny.
These apparitions will follow you. I've seen it in your eyes.
You see it too? You can see him right now.
The mountain excursions, they will follow you. Now is not the time. Remember when the deer, you were... Yeah, no, I was inciting the hell out of you back when you were doing the mountain excursions. I knew you were seeing shit. And he says, these apparitions will follow you, and now is not the time to be distracted. We need to move now, or we will all die.
Okay, bye.
Dex comes from around the corner of the mine. Comes running down. His sword is drawn. He has this big, slightly longer than a long sword. And you can see his face, his eyes are wide. And he rolls up to you guys and he says, "They're coming. We gotta go."
And we will go now.
And Erilon did announce to everybody earlier that the third mine shaft was probably one of the main ways, because the back there was blocked, and going down through there was probably a possible exit according to the dwarf who worked in there.
So you guys head down through mine 1. Through mine number 3, down that shaft, and you guys can hear the echoing of the footsteps getting louder. You guys make your way down the shaft. You find where they had dug out this particular tunnel, and you can see that it has the same markings as the other tunnel that you guys went through and found the boule. You guys begin to make your way through.
As we're walking, Tanith will actually walk up next to Nonny and just say quietly under his breath, "Thank you for the onesie." Because it's been a long time since someone gave him something that wasn't meant to kill people, as a personal gift.
You thought you heard crying before.
And Nonny hugs the shit out of him.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Now he's dragging Nonny along.
Well, Erilon's dragging Geillis. She wouldn't have gone of her own will.
Nonny, roll strength for me.
Just hugging his tail.
That's 19.
19?
No, that's incorrect.
More than that?
Athletics.
No, 16.
16? Okay. She's pretty strong. I'm going to say, without noticing it, you kind of click your heels together, and you and Tanith begin to rise a few feet into the air. And you know she's holding on to you. She's got you. Like,
Are we just bobbing along like a balloon?
Not how I envisioned my evening.
Yeah. Jeez.
you guys eventually come down.
Slowly float back down to earth, and I release him, and we carry on.
And you guys move down through that particular portion.
What?
The other thing I was going to say is just
Yes.
as he was kind of raiding the room too, I forgot to mention that Dell did grab that crossbow that was above the door. Just dismounted it and stuffed it. No? Okay.
He took that back.
He did? Alright.
That's his crossbow.
That's his crossbow?
That's his
Okay.
crossbow.
I wasn't sure if that was an extra one. Alright,
No,
cool.
no.
No problem.
But, you know, that was an amazing trap.
Yeah.
Very, very well done.
Yeah.
Buddy knows his shit.
Yeah. That was good.
Weird for a wizard. I will say this.
I thought
when,
this was something
Tanith
in
came
your
into
head.
this room and saw the onesie on the bed, all like laid out.
I'm confused.
This is the first time you've ever seen him anything anywhere close to like cracking a smile,
And nobody's seen it.
and nobody saw it.
Oros may have seen it.
But then, like, he folded it very, like, knowing he knew that Nonny would have made that from scratch. Folded it very carefully, put it in his pack, made sure nothing spilled or cut it.
Excellent. Very good.
He will treasure that until it burns up.
And I will treasure
Give it.
you.
Give it a sesh.
Like I said, it's in the pack.
Oh, jeez.
So, here we go. Now I got something fun for you guys.
Don't you aw geez. He's my dragon baby.
Okay.
She's my pregnant baby.
Your baby had baby.
He's a bit weird, but he's alright.
It's the adopted one.
And then you're just like, yeah, you're here.
I don't know, I haven't figured you out yet.
I got 2 smart kids and I got another one.
We don't talk about that one.
We don't talk about Derek.
It's like that video, and now I present this fucking thing.
I love that song.
We don't talk about
Call
that.
me.
We don't talk about
It was
Erilon.
so Wednesday.
Hilarious.
So you guys were walking through the mine. At a certain point, the mine begins to separate in multiple different ways. 2, 3, 4, and one of those tunnels seemed to be split off to another tunnel. Now you guys all together now, there were some dwarven miners still back down in the mine that came earlier, so there's about a group of 40 of you. And
Dang, that's a lot of people to feed.
Theodrin, I guess his name was, I can't remember.
Thorgrin.
Comes over and he says, well, I don't really know where to go from here, but I figure we're going to go that way. Me and a couple of these half-broken families, we're going to go this way and see what we can find. We all probably shouldn't go the same way. All of us, not putting all your eggs in one basket. If you do find a way out, perhaps you can send word back, and we'll do the same. If someone else wants to take another way.
So how many ways are there?
4.
4?
Do I see anything?
Yes, you do.
Yeah. I think seeing the 4 hallways, Dell's going to take a look at them and just try and kind of suss out which way.
Well, that would be survival, friend.
That would be survival. Let's see what we got. That's an 18.
An 18. Alright, so with an 18.
Erilon's gonna check as well.
Yep.
Nah, is that a 15?
Yes.
Also an 18.
2 18s?
Nice.
2 18s.
Very nice. Okay. You guys, you can't feel any real wind. There's no real draft coming from these particular hallways. There seems to be a trickle of water in the far right-hand side,
Okay.
but that's about all you get. Geillis, you can see the outline. Now it's slightly blue. Only slightly, just a slight shimmer of blue around. You can kind of just see the edges kind of colored in on the one side like it's a blue shadow. And he's walking towards the one cave that has the 2 openings.
Do you have a grasp on me?
That did
No.
not even roll.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say at this point, you guys are kind of looking around, talking to each other.
I see that, and I just break away from them.
Okay.
Full out run at 25 feet per turn.
Run, waddle.
It's true. Facts. You said it.
You can.
I'm gonna waddle towards my blue
And it's a waddle.
shadow.
So Geillis begins to waddle towards the. There's 3 tunnels, 1, 2, 3, and the one on the left splits up into 2 about 30 feet in.
Erilon just pinches his brow. She's not going to listen to reason. And he just...
Sometimes the reasonable thing is to be unreasonable.
My reasonable thing is violence.
I'm following her.
You don't even know what I'm following.
I don't care.
Yeah.
We've
It's
established
that
that it
non-reasonable.
really doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
So,
I'll follow too.
Erilon...
Tanith, as you're walking off Tanith, you can feel someone really small pull at your cloak.
Oh yeah. I know you're still there.
He looks up and he says, I just want to thank you for not cutting my hand off, for one. I do like my hands. Secondly, for turning a blind eye to one of my friends. He told me about you. I mean, I don't know what kind of soldier you are from Oros, but most of them wouldn't give us a second thought. He reaches up his hand to you. He's got a fist. Punches you right in the eye.
Bam!
And the kneecap.
Fist bump.
He holds up his fist. He drops something into your hand.
Turkey.
And it's this tiny, tiny halfling ring. And he says, "It was my mother's. It always brought her good luck and me in turn. Thank you." And he says, I'm gonna go with them though.
Clothing and jewelry.
I'll give it back to him and say, I make my own luck. It served you well this far.
I could use some luck.
And it wouldn't seem right for me to have it.
He takes it back slowly. He nods and he says, thank you again. Perhaps we'll see each other.
If we do, next round's on me.
All right.
He's not nearly as
Roll
grumpy as everyone
perception.
thinks he is.
That's a natural 20 for lots. 21.
21?
21.
for lots.
For a big number.
Oh no.
As he's leaving, he kind of pats you on the side. One hard one and walks off.
And flips you the bird.
And then
There goes my
disappears
phone.
down the stairs.
Steals all your shit.
Where's my glaive?
You see him dragging
That's
it
my
off
hand.
Where's my hand?
Where's his hand?
Where's my hand?
Where's my hand? I do have a big hand.
That's true.
He took my legs.
Stole your hand.
I still have medical
Why am I suddenly half my height?
He just stole my feet.
Well, it's late games. We all get silly.
Oh yeah,
Best time stuff.
it's the greatest.
You guys begin to head down. Oh, that's right. Geillis walked off. Nonny followed her.
Everybody else.
Tanith's following Nonny.
Yep, and
I'm following
yeah. So
her. I'm following Geillis.
Okay,
So basically, we're just breaking off
is
whoever wills.
there.
I'm just like
Ravim's playing up his, because, yeah, he's spot on Ravim.
Deximus?
Just kind of looks around. Disgruntled look on his face and follows.
yeah.
Here we go. Does Deximus come with us?
Deximus
He's
does.
alone.
I always forget about Dex.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah, Dex goes with you guys.
I almost
not
said what
so-
about Frank?
yeah.
Oh no. And a pang of Frank's boiling and bubbling skin flashes in your mind.
Ugh.
Yeah, I traded
Friggin-
him for my children.
Dell is just kind of like,
I guess if we're going to die, we might as well all do it together and save everyone the trouble.
he just kind of trots off after everybody else do.
Okay, you guys are all walking. You guys all catch up to each other. You guys going to
Did you
make
say
it
those
25
words out
feet.
loud?
Well, mostly under his breath, so like nobody would
So
have.
yes, out loud.
Did we hear him say those words out loud?
Roll perception.
I didn't. I
Was
didn't.
that a question?
It was that.
Oh, well, I didn't hear shit with 2.
Yeah, okay.
Natural 20.
God damn it.
Natural 20.
She hears
Erilon hears
everything.
everything.
Apparently, I just fucking hear everything now.
So
He
you
Look at her big
sees
giant
everything
pointy elf
first.
ears.
So you look over your shoulder.
Yeah, why are you so mad about surviving, bro?
Hurry up, Delcax. We're not waiting.
You guys keep walking through the tunnel. Geillis, the form you see takes a right and goes down the right-hand tunnel.
I take a left.
I thought I had it. Damn it!
That would have been funny.
You guys begin to walk down the tunnel. You're walking. Roll survival. Somebody. Only one person.
Not me. I'm not paying attention.
Wow, okay.
Oh, jeez.
That's a 8.
8. Okay.
Well, better than what I would have got, so.
So you guys aren't sure how long you've been walking. You've certainly been walking for maybe half a day, maybe 6 or 7 hours. You're not sure. It's just the same droning stone. Deximus has got a torch out. He's bringing up the rear. You guys switch leads every now and then, but it's just
We're all
this
just
long.
following Geillis.
Nobody questioned me.
I guess not. Erilon's basically fed up.
Yeah, I think to a point, like, even everyone else has just realized there's no stopping you from doing what you're doing anyway, so just go.
That doesn't mean you have to follow me.
On a side note, where are you going to go?
I'm
This is
just
better.
under the assumption that druid things.
Yeah.
You're putting your faith. What that means is you're putting your faith in fate.
Crazy.
Yep.
Is what you're doing. And you picked door number 3.
Door number 3.
Turns
So,
out this one
I'm-
wasn't plywood.
I'm done. And I just follow Geillis everywhere, so that's
You guys are walking.
Secretly stalking me.
And at one point,
kind of secretly stalking your unborn children, really.
I'll get
But also you. Little baby. Little bit babies.
Geillis to roll perception.
Mhm.
With disadvantage because of your state.
Because you're tripping balls,
That's a 7.
It's a
Oh,
7. Okay, so at this particular point, you and Nonny are in the lead. Just out there
A
walking
blind
ahead.
leading the blind.
No, it's you guys, there's a torch.
Crazy
But,
leading the crazy is what it is.
I mean,
you guys are walking and you take one particular step, Geillis, and your foot kind of sinks into the dirt where it's this kind of bit of sand, and it goes down to your knee and you reach up to grab something. Nonny?
Clicks your heels together and floats over it?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
As I'm sinking.
It grabs a hold of her, obviously.
Okay, you grab a hold of her, you reach out, roll a strength.
Oh, that I can do. As long as I roll 2 again.
Probably with advantage because there's no gravity pulling her
It's
down.
21. It's
Well, there might be.
21.
It's 21.
It's 21.
You grab onto her arm, you click your heels together, and you begin to float as the ground around her gives way. The rest of you make dexterity saving throws.
I don't even get to see.
oh, jeez, man, these dice are killing me today.
Deximus.
That is dexterity. That is a 6. I am.
Oh,
I have a 5, but since I have dark vision, can I see this happening in front of me?
You're,
Yeah, I was gonna say I've got dark
you
vision
can
as well,
you
actually.
can see this, but the reaction time is
Okay.
it's too late at this point.
Yeah.
16.
16? Okay. You kind of see it too. Anybody below 13 doesn't really catch it. They're just looking at Nonny and Geillis. But immediately, the ground below begins to give way and fall apart.
Geillis stumbles to her death and is never seen again.
No, you guys can see Geillis standing there in mid-air, being held up by Nonny. Tanith falls in to
I
this
grab him.
darkness.
Oh my god, start a chain with like barrel of monkeys. You just
Ultra.
keep hooking them
Oh,
Barrel monkeys?
like barrel of monkeys.
Barrel monkeys, yeah.
8.
8. You touch his fingertips, but he's gone. He's down. He falls. You can see Deximus fall as well as the torch begins to fall. Erilon,
Erilon. Does he fall?
Like, you're the only one that passed.
you leap to the right-hand side, and there's just a bit of a ledge where you can stand. You're just balancing on this almost half the width of your foot and you're just up against the wall.
Everyone's going to get back to solid ground, or quote-unquote solid ground.
As you're looking, you can see it dissipating and falling apart 20 feet, 30 feet, 40 feet, falling away. As it begins to fall away, the dust begins to settle. You're up there, you're held.
I'm
Is that
gone.
okay?
I'm down.
Erilon is going to take out a piton and his light hammer.
Okay, first we're gonna get there.
Do some
First,
first instructions.
Just gonna build a bridge here right quick
as
if
I'm
you don't mind.
falling, since I don't know how far I'm gonna fall, I'm gonna quickly just lay on hands, pull myself for 15 HP back.
Yeah. Well, as you're falling, absolutely.
I don't know how far I'm going.
I'm gonna touch myself. Just
You guys.
Woof.
By rights,
Yes.
would we be slowly?
No, you're
quite
slowly
heavy.
rising still.
Oh, we're still rising.
You're holding on to her. You got her.
Okay,
But and it's the magic holding you up.
Okay.
so you're just like, wee, this is fun.
Well, I just wasn't sure because I know like my shoes are only good for so good above the ground. If the
Up
ground
to 20 feet, but
if the
with
ground disappears, would by rights
rule
will
of
I
cool, you would fall until the magic stops. So if you're gonna fall for 10 minutes slowly, you would end up falling.
And
But you have 10 minutes of falling.
to figure out where I'm gonna go from here.
And it's only straight. You can't go left or right. It's an
That's
elevator
true.
down.
It's up and down.
For 10 minutes.
And looking down, does my dark vision fail past 60
It
feet?
goes about 60 feet, but beyond that, you can see this little torch.
And does it just keep getting smaller?
Seems to have stopped.
So it's about 60 feet?
Maybe about you can only see 60 feet, and the torch is still down there. Maybe.
I see the ground rushing towards me.
And
Oh yeah. Dell's just like,
there's this sound of woof as you fall into this very light, grainy sand, and it's almost like falling into, I wouldn't say a pillow, it's not like that. It's this falling into a big pit, but it's on an angle. As soon as you fall, you start sliding downwards. You too, Delphic.
Yeah.
Dex as well, and Ravin, they have all fallen down.
This was better than I
And
expected.
you guys are now sliding as the torch doesn't seem to be moving, but you guys are all now sliding down at a decent speed. You're not going to fall as fast as you, but you're kind of just sliding through the sand, and you can't. There's nothing to grab on. You move for more sand, but it's all just this light
Like
particulate.
talcum powder almost.
And you guys can hear them as they're cursing and yelling as they're going down.
But still alive.
But still alive.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're fine.
They're fine.
As Dell was like falling and sliding through this, he's just like,
What is it with my luck these days? I'm either falling or I'm sliding.
he's just kind of like,
There's a lot of falling in my games.
Yeah.
I do a lot of falling.
he's
stuff.
just like groaning to himself. He's just like,
I thought this was going to be a lot easier than this.
You get used to it.
So, Nonny, Geillis, you guys are hovering there. Erilon, you are on the side, holding well. You guys slide down and down and down. You come to a stop. You shoot through this little opening and you come down to a stop. You fall and you slide onto the ground with this hard ground. And there's no torch. You guys couldn't see anything. You have dark vision. Anybody who had dark vision could see. But you get down there and now there's this dim gray light. Seems to be emanating from everywhere. Just seems to be, you can't see a light source. It's just this dim gray light, and it's dim light down here.
The sky. Or no, we're still underground.
Yes, like the sky.
The sky underground one.
Dang it! I thought we
Understand.
finally
In
let it
fact,
out.
it's like
thank you for reminding me though. When you do look up, as you guys are all on your back or something like that, you can see a starry sky, clouds floating by, even a moon.
You're gonna fall, dumbass, not go afloat if I let you go. So how that works. You're not a helium balloon.
It's sand, you'll be okay.
it's like the friggin' upside down almost, but like less freaky.
I think
Just have
we've
to
reached the
fall.
Underdark.
The right direction.
Fall up.
Erilon.
Yeah, he's gonna take out a piton and smash it into the solid stone as best as he can.
Roll strength. I would normally just goes in, but you're in a very precarious position here. I'll get you to roll strength to see if you roll strength. We'll just leave it here. Whoa.
That's
It's too strong.
I mean, it's flat.
not in the tray.
It's still on the
Not in
table.
the tray.
Was it a good?
It's like an 18 or something.
Nope. I hit it and then I break it half.
Okay, so as
It's
you
a
get it
six
lined
on
up
dice.
and you got it, you hit it, it goes clink, but you just put too much force on your toes, and there's too much pressure on that one spot, and it lets go. The kitten pulls out of the wall as you fall.
And they hear shit.
Is that an Elven?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, so we just heard.
I heard it.
And you fall, and you fall. You fall past the point that you couldn't see, and you fall into the torchlight and hit this grainy sand, and it's soft. You don't get hurt, but you fall on an angle, and now you're sliding all the way down. You guys can see Erilon go off.
That looks fun.
As he kind of slides by, just Del kind of jokingly yells out, "I thought monks were supposed to be graceful."
Can I reach up and try to grab the torch as I roll?
Yes,
Past it?
yes, you can.
Roll for it, or is it close
You get
enough?
it. You get the torch
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
It's yours.
So there's now a flame kind of dragging through the sand, and he props up on his feet and lurches forward, nearly falling over. Well, what a hole.
Yep, it's a bit big, that one.
Nice.
What a hole.
So, Geillis, Nonny, what are you guys doing? You can
float.
Geillis, you can see the visage of him further down that hallway, on level ground, further down.
Down where they are?
No, down the
Down the
hallway
hallway
you guys
that
were continuing
disappeared.
on.
Up a heed.
And like the quicksand stuff is between me and it.
Yeah, there's,
You're
you
floating
guys
on
are
a giant
floating
hole
over
in the
a
ground.
void that's about 15 feet wide and about 300 feet long.
There's
Can
nothing. You
you
can't.
float me over there?
No, I can't.
She can't
How
move.
far did you
Up and down only.
I can literally let you go, and that's
Yeah.
about it.
By the way, about that, roll strength check. It's been a while. It's been a minute.
13.
That hand.
Slip. You begin to fall, Geillis. You begin to fall. You begin to fall. You hit that same powdery sand, and you just go spread eagle and float down and slide down this sand, and then Erilon standing up, looking up, and you slide underneath him. Dexterity saving throw. Erilon.
And I'm huge, so that's a disadvantage.
Nat 19.
At 19, yeah, easy enough. Almost do a backflip. She catches you, you react, you do a backflip, and you land on the other side.
25.
Oh, jeez.
Nonny.
She has no choice.
Nonny just shrugs, clicks her heels, and then disappears.
Shawls and petticoats everywhere.
That's right.
Just like
the skirts are flapping into the wind.
An inside-out umbrella as you fall.
That's right.
It's like,
I mean, I
it's like
would
Mary
look at that
Poppins,
too. I'm
but
still
like,
gonna
Yeah,
fall down.
that's true, yeah. You hit the sand, same thing. You hit it and you coast all the way down into
Question
this gray
about
area.
Nonny.
Yes,
She's a dwarf, old, yes, covered in shawls and petticoats and whatnot.
glasses.
Will that all count as like padded armor?
That's what we're kind of saying. Yeah,
Okay.
that's pretty much her armor, all the shawls and all of her apron and all that stuff. That's her
It's padded armor.
barbarian armor. Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering that. I figured I'd clear that up for my own curiosity.
Now you guys are here. You look around. Roll perception.
Here, but where?
That's what we're gonna perceive.
That's a dirty 20.
All right.
That is
Also a dirty 20.
Soft 20 as well.
Oh my god.
That is not 20. It's 13.
No.
11.
Doesn't matter. That's okay. Nonny, you get down there and you see Geillis is still on the ground, face down. You go. You help her up. She's shaking it off.
Brushing
Now
the sand
what?
off.
His visage was up there.
I'm looking for him again.
Now what? You don't see him.
I'm walking back up the slope.
You try, but it's like walking in
See
styrofoam.
me keep
Those
it.
little styrofoam things. He just
Stairmaster.
He can't get up. So what you guys look around. You look down on the ground. You can see cobblestone. You look out further, and it looks like to be a cobblestone road, beaten, pieces missing, broken open in some places. You look down; it seems to curve around out of sight. You can see some broken buildings. You can see over on your right-hand side a building that seems to be fairly constructed, stonework, very nice, but seems to be abandoned. No windows in it. No smoke. To the left-hand side further on, you can see a building that seems to be in decent condition. Behind it, there seems to be a lot of rubble that has fallen in along the ridgeline that this little road sets in. To each side of the road, there's high peaks that go into darkness. Like it's just this little road set in this area. To the left-hand side, you can see a building amongst other broken down buildings. The back end covered in by rubble, but it hasn't broken in yet. There seems to be light emanating from the window. Further down, you can see another building. Seems to be in decent condition with a light shining out of that one. Other buildings are either abandoned or broken down. The cobblestone is worn. The air smells stale. There's a smell of...
Dang.
No, not that. Not that. Smell of decay.
Is
Perhaps
this
the
where the
smell of-
ruffians live?
You'll see.
Do these buildings appear to be of dwarven construct?
Roll knowledge history with like something plus for your history in
Stone
Of
stone.
being,
stone cutting,
being
yeah.
a dwarf.
yeah.
So what did we say? History?
History, yeah.
Is a +1. That's 18. Plus
18.
whatever.
No, stone cutting
Yes.
is advantage, but stone.
Was it advantage? It does. You got it anyway. Yes, it does appear to be the fine work of dwarfs.
Would I know anything? Historically, would this be or dwarven myth or?
You guys continue walking. You pass that first building with the light on. You get to the kind of the crescendo of the road. You look down and you can see at the far end the cobblestone ends in a rounded edge. It kind of looks like a big cock on my page here. It looks like a big cock.
Oh, Dick Street! Yeah, I've heard of this before.
Adult content.
At the end of this cobblestone road that ends in a round point.
The head of the road, you may say.
The head
That's
Cecil's cock.
Is a building. It goes up about 30 or 40 feet high. These large doors of stone, this black stone. On this black stone, split in the middle, you can see a hand with 3 fingers and a thumb. On it like that. On each one of the fingers, there's a large claw. Roll religion, Nonny.
Oh, that's not good.
Disadvantage?
That's a solid 5.
What's
A
it?
solid
What's
5.
it?
5.
It's
5 plus
cocked.
3.
It's cocked.
It's cocked.
It's
Yeah, it's cocked.
D4 fell off.
Okay, roll it again. It's cocked.
That's a little bit better. It's a 17.
17, much better. That is the symbol of Kel'Dron, but it's an old symbol. You don't often see the 3-fingered claws anymore. It's just it's an old-time kind of symbol for Kel'Dron. Yeah.
Oh, that makes me uncomfortable.
She says that under her breath as you guys get over there, and you guys can all see it. She says that it appears to be a temple dedicated to Kel'Dron. Now, all of you know that temples for gods for personal worship don't exist anymore. There's only the one that isn't really a temple. It's a house of healing that was when you guys came through Cecil's Cock. There was a Temple of Onra, but it was commonly known as the Temple of Onra because it was the main place of healing, and just kind of commonly known as such. But it wasn't a temple where you could go and donate or give offerings to her. Just a place of healing.
Is that where I left? What's his name?
Yes.
I can't remember his name. George.
So you guys would know that there's no temples to singular gods. It's all been it's all been put into a pantheon. So that's what you see, and it's only about 200-meter stretch of road. At the end, the rocks and everything end there, and the back where the sand is also stopped. You know, there doesn't seem to be anywhere to go. You guys look up. If you didn't look up, you see the starry black night sky. A bit of cloud wisp you can see through. A moon in the sky.
So is it outdoors, or as far as we can tell, is it just bioluminescent things on top of a cave?
I would say you can choose to roll survival or arcana.
I have seen
Anyway.
something like this before. In all my years, guarding the depths and being in the depths.
Nah,
No.
Dell doesn't know
This is a
anything
heavy
anymore.
religious thing.
Okay.
It's a
Oh,
20 for
so-
me either way.
It's a 20?
13.
Dell doesn't know.
Religion
Dell
with
doesn't
disadvantage.
He got a 7.
No, roll Arcana.
Okay.
Yeah, roll Arcana.
Got a 17 on the die.
Oh,
17.
nat 20.
Okay, there you go. So you guys, those who look for magic, it's magical. It's enchanted. Those who roll well on survival, you can just tell it's not right. It's not right. It's not real. It doesn't. There's no physics here, so it's got to be magic. But you guys chime in.
That sky is not real. Not even close.
Well, it can't be considering how far underground we are.
No. Erilon just kind of scratches the back of his head.
Dell's been kind of looking around, seeing if he can see any kind of forthcoming problems. He just kind of, again, his little, he just hisses kind of under his breath, and he's like, I've got a bad feeling about this.
To the right-hand side, past the abandoned house near the pile of rubble, you guys can see some kind of cracks in the ground that extend up where the rubble continues. And as you're watching that, Delkek, you can see a wisp of smoke. See what you think it is at first. Roll perception.
Oh, there we go. That's not bad. 19 on the die, so that is a 22.
Okay, roll knowledge nature for me, please.
You sure? 3.
Okay. So you don't know what this is, but this large creature, about the size of Geillis when she's in her wolf form, in her dire wolf form, leaps out of this dark crack in the ground, and you can see it snap at something in the air. You don't see what it is. You don't see anything. It chews on it. Snap, snap. It looks like it swallows. And on the back of it, it has these 3 appendages that come out of this black, thick, heavy matted fur. It looks around, looks at all of you, quickly turns around and jumps back down the hole.
I think I know what it is.
Roll knowledge nature. With advantage if you think you know.
I think I know what it is.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll nature as well.
Yeah, you guys all see it, makes a noise, snaps, hisses, and
Ooh, 19. 19 on the dice, so 18.
17.
I can't remember the exact name, but you know what it is?
Displacer Beast?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was thinking of a word that started with P, that's not it. Thank
Oh,
you for
placer,
remembering.
maybe, but...
Yeah, maybe that's where it came from. So yeah, you see it come out, jump back down.
See Erilon pull his hair back, just in stress, and he just says, "Oh, great!
Displacer beast.
Yes, no, this is not good."
But it. Hear me out on this. It ran from us.
From us? Or from
It-
something
it-
else?
It
That's what I was
saw
gonna
or smelled us at all.
Us? Or something else?
Oh yeah.
In the food chain, there's always a bigger beast.
Divine sense.
Divine sense. Oh, beautiful. You sense evil, brother.
Oh, that's not good.
You sense evil coming from each of these buildings.
So it's
Actually, you don't sense anything coming from the abandoned building, but you do sense where the Displacer Beast went to. It's close to that building. You likely sense it. If it's evil, I can't remember. But fuck it, it's evil
celestial
here.
fiend or an undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
Yes, you got them.
Oh.
Where do you go?
The fuck the other way?
Depending on how this
We can't.
goes.
That's a sand hill. You can't
Well,
call it
yeah.
a sand hill.
We're fucked either way, so...
Are there any creatures that can climb sand?
Giant
To
spiders?
To a fucking
Giant,
otter
giant
and just like
spider, you could probably manage it. Yes.
An
Squirrel.
otter? So you just said?
Something really light like a squirrel.
wait, spiders can scale things.
They have climb speed, yeah.
Ah, motherfuckers.
So what do you guys do?
Erilon readies his quarterstaff and is just stressed beyond all belief.
You guys are sweating. It's cool down here. Kind of clammy. If the air could feel clammy, that's what it feels like.
Like a basement.
Moist.
Like an old basement.
Moist. Yes, exactly. Not dank, but damp.
There we go.
Like a leaky basement.
Dell kind of looks at everybody. He's like,
Well, like, I suppose the only way out is through. So I guess we're going after.
he just kind of gestured broadly, whatever the hell that was.
Through what?
We're going
Down
down
that hole?
How far away was the temple?
Well, this
So
road is
I'm
only
not going
about 250 feet long.
any deeper into this
Yeah.
room than I've already gone.
We can't go up though. There's
Well, so that's what I mean.
Is
The only
there
way
a way
out is through
down
what
either?
we're hearing.
Explore.
that's what I'm saying though. Like, is there
Being
a way out?
part of a religion, Tanith would know that usually a temple is a place of sanctuary, irregardless of what the god actually is, most of the time. Correct?
Like it's
Generally?
what's it called?
It's
Hallowed ground.
you would know that a temple, roll religion.
So the headless horseman can't get us there.
Or witches.
Just when I needed to roll good, I don't. One.
One, you have never seen a temple dedicated to one particular god,
Yeah.
and neither have you ever really come across it in any way, shape, or form. You don't know what could possibly happen in a temple devoted to one god. You don't know. Imagine
Oh, one way to
god
find
had
out
made-
then.
Yeah.
If it's the strongest looking building here as well, so.
The lights from the two buildings seem to be flickering like they're torchlight or something, not like this ominous, dull, gray, dim light outside.
So are we just in like a cavern essentially?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's walls all around.
Yep.
Like we're not.
That go up into the darkness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just curious if there was like a beyond, but
Yeah.
not really.
No, there doesn't appear to be any exit. Only the one you fell into.
Okay, Tanith's gonna walk forward and go straight to the temple door and knock.
I should knock very politely.
Cat answers the door.
Erilon comes with Tanith.
I'm gonna attempt to drag her along with me.
Okay. I'll remind you that you guys are tired. You guys are beaten. You guys are sore. And you've been walking for like a day. In the dark. You go knock on this door. Clang, clang, clang. Echoes through the cavern. No response.
Nobody's home.
Beat it down.
Erilon just shakes his head and just reaches past Tanith and tries to open it.
There are no handles.
Push.
The cat. Do I have that? I
Is
can't remember which character has
Does that
that.
unlock something?
Yeah.
Is it pushable?
Try.
He'll try. He'll just slowly push his hand on.
It seems firm. Seems firm.
Put your back into it.
It seems solid, firm, stuck.
Is there a window?
No handles. There are no windows. You can see in behind it that the rock from the cavern has clambered down upon it, and you can only see. You can only imagine that it's only about 30 feet of building before it goes into the rock.
Erilon turns tail and just pats Tanith on the shoulder and says, "You're up." And then sits down to the left of the door and looks.
Just sits down.
Looks
Fuck
the
it.
opposite direction, keeping an eye out.
Okay.
Let's.
I'm gonna look for the hinges first. See which way they're
You don't see any hinges.
no hinges. Does it actually look like a door?
It does. Shaped like a large arched doorway. It's about 20 feet high,
It's big.
with 15 feet wide.
The old college try. That's a 19.
You push on the door.
It's
Not
not,
a budge.
not even a door.
I think kind of seeing that the door is getting nowhere.
Bane of all adventurers.
Yeah. Even despite his tired and squishiness, Dell's gonna go to one of the buildings with the lights and just kind of the flickering torch and see what's in there.
You're closer. Sorry, Geillis.
I want to put my hands on it and see if I can detect magic in the door.
Roll again.
Oh, that's the thing I can't do.
Oh, so I have a dice of inspiration.
Yep.
I'm gonna use it for that because that was terrible. And that's an at one. So.
Okay
No, it's
then.
not the sun.
Oh, Well then,
Oh, that's different.
that's a 10.
10? Okay, DC 10. It's definitely magical. It has some sort of enchantment upon it. You're not quite sure. It's just, it's definitely enchanted to some degree.
DH fire. Burn to off.
Door made of
It's-
stone.
Seems made of a stone, maybe a metallic stone.
They create
still-
C4.
I don't know if this is working.
Stone-like, but maybe more of a metallic composite to the stone.
Like a shittily refined ore.
Still got that crowbar?
So, what are you guys doing? You're walking towards one of the
So,
buildings.
well, they're off kind of trying to figure out what's going on with this door. Dell is just like, well, let's see what else is going on.
Alright, so you walk towards this building. The sign outside, you can see this piece of degraded metal. There's no sign there anymore, but there's a door. It seems to be in decent shape.
So is the door open or closed?
It's closed.
Closed. Okay. So then, I guess where is this light coming from? Through a window?
Yeah, the window seems heavily, very similar to the smoke shop that you went into.
Oh, okay.
Very thick.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's hard to see through. Just kind of seeing like the orange glow.
The orange glow
Behind
okay.
it.
So, yeah, he'll probably kind of tentatively push on the door and see if it'll open.
It opens. It creaks a bit and opens wide. Inside, it's warm. You look around. You can see tables, degraded to disrepair, chairs with broken legs. You can see a fire pit with fire in it. And you can look over to the bar. Behind the bar, there is vast amounts of bottles on 7 different shelves. And in front of it, you see a skeleton. He's got his cloth in his hand, cleaning out a mug, wipes it off, still holding the mug, and his head looks up at you, these dark black sockets look at you, and he says, "Ah, looks like we've got a customer. Why don't you come on in and sit down?"
Oh my god, that's the creepiest NPC
Scenario.
scenario.
That's the voice from
That's the
Legends
announcer.
Gauntlet, yeah.
Why don't you come on in and sit down? Yeah.
That's not creepy at all.
Yeah.
I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah.
With how quiet it might be in the cavern, would Erilon hear that or anybody else hear that?
No.
No.
No, door shut, no sound.
Well, it was nice knowing you.
So,
You're gonna
he
be
goes into the
involved.
building, you guys see that.
He seems friendly enough, though.
I got a bone to pick with you.
How? That's his name, it's how.
That's yeah, in the Legends Gauntlet. That's
Yeah.
this guy's a different name though.
Oh.
Why don't you come on in? You're just standing there.
He tentatively comes
I
in.
know, I feel
Would you like a drink?
Whatever you've got that won't kill me, I suppose.
Oh, that shouldn't be a problem. He just reaches behind him, still looking at you, grabs a bottle, pours it in the glass, and puts it on the
On the counter.
on the counter.
You just.
You're like 20 feet away.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he'll kind of walk over and I guess he'll sit down and look at it and he'll just kind of take a sniff.
It's alcohol of some sort.
I'll take a tentative sip out of it and see what it is.
Some sort of brandy. Pretty good.
Yeah. All right.
Takes 40 damage.
It dies of alcohol poisoning.
Clearly not a very good spy if you just drink whatever somebody hands you.
Yeah.
That's how you
Well,
That's how you got it,
yeah,
right?
pretty much, right? But yeah, he just kind of it's like
Where exactly are we?
He crosses his arms. He kind of tilts his head a little bit. And he says, "You must not be from around here."
We had a rather abrupt drop-in, if you catch my drift.
He takes his hand, the washcloth he was using, throws it over his clavicle. And he says, "Well, you're in the wonderful city of Tel'Grel,
Helterel.
the Shadowed City."
I just love the over the top.
And you can see,
Bioshock-esque, and it's creeping me out
you
really
can see
bad.
his
I'm not
bottom
gonna lie.
jaw just going, not matching up with the words at all. Just this same motion of his teeth, open, close, and the voice is just booming at you.
Jeez.
By the way, my name's Gold.
Gold. Okay.
My friends call me Bones.
Bones. He kind of looks at him and he goes,
Well, that's a little bit on the nose, isn't it?
What?
You trying
Ha! Says,
talking about a
To be
man's nose
honest-
and he doesn't have one.
to be honest,
joke.
you
Shut
should
up.
get the rest of your friends in here to have a drink.
Shut up.
To be honest.
Go home.
To be honest, that was great. There's a title
Don't
for the
wait.
episode.
There.
To be honest.
Just wait for more. For more? A few more?
Femur?
Let's wait first.
Speaking of other friends,
I don't know if I can handle this ribbing.
Erilon notices that Delkek has been gone for a good minute or two in this building. He just gets up to his feet and he says, I'm going to go check on Delkek. Something doesn't feel right. And
I'm coming with you.
yeah,
I'm not getting this thing open.
Nope.
If it even opens.
So you guys head to the bar.
Erilon, yeah, he opens the door.
As soon as the door opens, the skeleton's head swings in your direction.
Completely backwards.
Get that like an owl. Ooh.
Yeah, maybe just not a little too far. A little too far for comfort. Like right over his shoulder. But looking right at you. He's another guest. Come on in, have a seat.
Erilon shuts the door, looks back to Tanith.
Let's try the other one first. He's okay.
And he looks back to you after shutting the door and he says, there's some weird stuff happening in this building.
Like I said, I saw that. Let's check the other one first before we go in there and deal with whatever that is.
Gold kind of pokes you, and he says, "Oh, that man there leaves a little more marrow in his bones."
He's a little bit worse for the wear sometimes, but you'll have to forgive him. He only just discovered meat like a week ago.
I am uncomfortable by how comfortable you are talking to a skeleton bartender.
He reaches behind him, still looking at you, another bottle, pours more liquor in your cup, sets it down.
He just kind of stared at it and he's like, so he's just trying to figure out what's going on. So he's just like, so
How long has this city been here?
Oh, this city's been here since, Come to think of it, I don't even know how long I've been here. Looks around.
Is he hear that through the door? I've been here.
Yeah, if you're at the door, you can hear all that.
Oh, yeah.
He's pretty loud.
Which means Tanith hears it too.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute.
What if you guys want to check out the other building first? These guys can have a polite conversation, throwing back bone puns.
Yeah. I don't know if I have the brains for this.
He's a bit thick-skulled, that one.
Not you too.
Oh, it's too late now.
So, do you guys
Got
go to
really
the
whacked
other
my
building?
cranium
Yes.
here, you know?
Okay, you guys go to the other building. I don't want to fill the time up too much with the NPCs. I just made two funny NPCs for you guys to deal with.
I love Gold. He's great.
You guys, he's actually, he tells you his whole name is Gold Bones Slimskin.
Slimskin.
Yeah, he got a lot of trouble for it when he was human.
When?
What?
He can't answer that question.
He's not sure how long he's been here.
Been too long.
So you guys go to the other building. The door's there. Who's going in first?
Me.
Tanith, you push the door open easy enough and walk in. It's a much smaller shack, about half the size of the inn. And you can see there's a countertop in front of you. To your left-hand side, there seems to be shelves, degraded, not holding anything anymore. There might be one vase with a plant in it that's so dry, you think if you blew on it, it would just aerate. And behind the counter, you see this source of evil that you've been tracking.
Oh,
You
great.
see looks to be like a human, a very pale skin. These two blue eyes kind of independently follow you as you walk in.
Oh.
One is moving faster than the other, catching up. And she's wearing, it's a female, she's wearing this blue dress which seems to be really fluffy. Seems to be also degraded to a certain point, and she's sitting there on a stool, her hands crossed in her lap. And when you open the door, she says, "Hi, welcome."
Oh, goody. Another weird one.
Oh, goody.
So 46.
I guess we're gonna have to really roll the bones here and see how it goes.
Erilon mutters under his breath. Tanith can hear it. I'd rather be back in Brel with him trying to kill me than this.
Did you walk in?
He's behind him, yeah.
Welcome to Tanzani's Tinkerbox. Can I help you with anything?
Voice of my nightmare.
Erilon's just
No, you can't.
Erilon's
Sorry to disturb you. I'm leaving. I'm out. Nope.
But why have you come to the Shadowed City? And the door shuts.
Bye. It took a great deal of restraint for Tanith not to instantly attack this woman.
I have finally caught up with Tanith and Erilon. Why do you guys keep closing doors?
No, not this door. No.
Not this one.
You will just see Tanith very slowly turn to look at you like, that one's a skeleton. This one's a god that only knows what.
It's a zombie.
It's a zombie, yeah. Not good.
Do you open the door, Geillis?
No.
Okay.
We just put the
I just
chatty
lean
skeleton or
against
the
Tanith
creepy
and
zombie?
just kinda-
Your choice.
Nope.
All I know is
You
I'm
got
too tired to deal with any of
Empty
this right
house.
now. I'm going to that
Empty
abandoned
house.
building over there, and I'm having a nap.
Empty house, take a nap. That's
You
a good
guys go
idea.
in the
Eat some
abandoned building?
food.
So they
Yeah.
pick the most sturdy
Surrounded
looking
by
one there is.
skeletons and zombies, and we're just gonna take
All
a nap?
two of them.
It's the
Nope.
abandoned
Well,
building.
no,
and a
no.
displacer beast. Don't forget about that sucker.
Seems to have been a house of
Just
some
still
sort
somebody
for
or
somebody,
something.
but
Yeah, I'm still talking
all
about
the furniture is degraded. The only thing standing up are the walls.
Is there a door?
Yes, that's
So
standing up.
We can close it.
It'll close, but
I then bar it with my glaive.
all right. So you guys all go in there. You're still in the bar.
I'm gonna make some.
Okay, so you guys.
No, we're not gonna cook food. I'm going to.
You have
we have
rations.
dry
You don't have to
rations.
cook. You can cook if you
We're not
heat
gonna-
something up.
We're not gonna cook food.
As they go and Erilon sees them go to the abandoned building, Erilon goes back over to the bar and what does he see between?
I'm just
You
like
look in
that.
the window.
Yeah.
He goes looks in the
It's
window.
hard to see, but
They're making out.
there's.
The skeleton just gnawing on his
He's
neck.
had several drinks by now.
You can see
Everything he says
Delcook
is
sitting
quite
at the
humorous.
bar, but behind him, it's hard to make out. There's this white kind of looks like a blur through the glass. You're not sure. You're not even sure what to expect, so you're not sure.
Blur.
It's kind of a white. The glass is really thick and laden with dirt. It's hard to see.
Erilon opens the door.
Oh, you open the door anyway. Yeah, you see a skeleton. Sorry.
Skeleton.
Yeah.
He since he can't see anything through the window, he just goes and opens the door, bags under his eyes, and just says, "We're
Tell the skeleton what we're doing.
no."
Here he goes. As soon as
Yeah,
first
Erilon
thing
just
he
fucking
sees,
opens his
This
mouth.
is who we are. This is what we're doing.
We're coming from the old Gretch mine.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
Roll deception.
It was the new Gretch mine in my day.
I have been here a long time.
We're all trees here when I were a lad.
I am Groot.
Erilon?
He puts a spritz of that.
You brought your perfume.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
to his pack, and he's gonna roll deception advantage.
No.
You're gonna seduce
No.
the
He has no olfactory nerves, nothing in his face. It's a skeleton, man.
He does. He uses it anyway because he just doesn't.
You can still get a roll. You can still get a roll.
So
He doesn't know what to do.
18 deception. He says, "We're leaving."
Leaving?
That's what he says as he pokes his head in. We're leaving.
Oh, so you've met with him.
Thank you for watching the Death Needs Dialogue Entertainment Network. This has been The Depths of Felthan, Episode 18, The Lost Temple of Kel'Dron, Part B.